Hey everybody, try that again. Hey everybody, welcome back to the Nerdcast. It is Devin, broadcasting as always live from an undisclosed location in the center of Texas on a pretty chill Saturday evening. How's everybody doing out there? Hurry up, ho! I'm hurrying. Hey Royale, how you doing tonight? I'm trying. I'm going. I had to wait for some things to load. Actually, I still don't know if everything fully connected. Let me do a quick. Okay, it connected. We're good to go. I'm okay. Okay is good. Okay is good. I was hoping for something a little bit more along the lines of I'm doing fantastic. I'm doing amazing, but you know, good is better than bad. So I'll give you props for that. I'm doing pretty good though. I went on a very long walk today. I went to a shopping area here in Austin called the Domain. I walked around the entirety of the whole place. It's a big area. They basically built like a makeshift wannabe downtown in the middle of like North Austin. It is admittedly kind of weird vibes, but they have a ton of stores, and I was just basically trying to get an idea of like, you know, gift ideas for Christmas for family and some friends. And also, they have the best banh mi place in Austin in the area up there. So that was really why I went. I went and I got myself like incredible banh mi, which, you know, for like a foot-long baguette, they still sell it for like $6. It's kind of fucking crazy. When I first went to that place, like in 2012 or 2013, you would get a foot-long baguette, you know, banh mi for $3. It was by far the cheapest restaurant in town, and it's good. It's not just cheap, but good quality. So yeah, they hiked their prices up a bit, but still, compared to what you would get, like if I ordered a foot-long sub at like Jersey Mike's or something, that thing is gonna be like $13-14, you know. So the fact that I got a good quality banh mi for like $6 is kind of insane. But I was jonesing for it, so I went up there and got that. Oh dang, love a banh mi. Me too. And it's been a while since I had one, so I knew that I wanted to go and kind of get an idea of gifts around the Domain. I knew I wanted to do that, so I was like, well, if I'm going to be up there anyways, I may as well check in on my favorite banh mi joint. It's one of the few positive perks from colonialism, France's colonization of Vietnam. You get some good coffee, you get some good Vietnamese coffee, and you get banh mi. I went to Cracker Barrel. That's less exciting than banh mi, but you know what? Maybe I don't think I've ever eaten at a Cracker Barrel, to be honest. I don't know what they have there. Do they have good shit? I'll tell you what, like I've come around to like, I guess maybe defending isn't the right word, but like I guess yeah, maybe I do defend a little bit Golden Corral. That's my dad's favorite joint. Like whenever we have like a family gathering and he wants to take everybody out and to eat, we always inevitably end up going to Golden Corral. And I've kind of come around on it since. Like I was a little harsh on it in my high school years and whatnot, but now I'm just kind of like, yeah, you know what? You can get some lasagna, you can get a steak, you can get some fucking, you know, honey glazed ham, you can get some spaghetti, you can get some tacos, like, and none of it is particularly bad. It's very average food, but you know, I'm not down on a Golden Corral as much as I was before. Yeah, just kind of Southern comfort food. Oh, okay. Well, that sounds good too. By the way, Taco Bell ruled. Taco Bell is also underrated. It's not that bad. Like, all of their, you know, all their veggies and cheese and shit's good quality. Their beef is the most suspect thing, to be honest. But you know, if you don't get something that's piled on, that you know that they don't pile the beef on, then you know, you're gonna be good. You're in a good state. You're in a good state with Taco Bell for the most part. it's certainly a lot better for you, like health wise, than McDonald's or Wendy's. That's been my thing. Like I've been kind of lazy on preparing my own food lately, so I've been falling back a lot on fast food burgers, which is bad. So I'm trying real hard to put myself back on the right path. Not that banh mi is like super good for you too or anything, but it's better than going to Wendy's and getting a cheeseburger again. Alright, I think I am going to... I want to watch these trailers and stuff for the games that were announced or had new trailers drop at the Game Awards, but I think I'm going to do that after I play Vampire Survivor. Because I'm getting into a good groove. I'm getting into a good groove with Vampire Survivor. Although I'm unlocking so many more things now that my whole quest to unlock all the things is starting to get kind of hairy. I think I definitely may have bitten off more than I can chew, attempting to unlock everything. I kind of want Taco Bell now. It sucks that I live in this isolated area that doesn't have... Oh yeah, I checked all of those level boxes with Pascalina yesterday, so now I'm on to Gennaro. Gennaro? I guess Gennaro. And I only did that tower with this dude, so I guess I'm going... Wait, hold on. Oh, cool. I didn't know I could change their stance.
You can do it!
Thank you very much, Royale. I'm going to change him to his, like... This is like a post... he's posting up in this stance. He's got, like, his shoulders are out. And, he's just kind of like, what? What you gonna do? I like that more than this one. This is a little too, like... He's, like, leaning in like he can't hear. Like, what you say? What was that you just said? I can't hear out of this ear very well. You said what? Oh, bitch. All right, I'm posting up, motherfucker. Come bring it. That's what we're going to do right here. Let's go to Mad Forest. Do I want all of this on? Yeah, I guess I do. I'll keep it on that way. Beep 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 beep. Where's the one? Okay, here we go. Do I want my knife to bounce around? Do I want some revives? I'm gonna start off with the exploding Bibles. That's usually my oh, this motherfucker is throwing 3 of these bitches and missing everyone. Let's go with that one. I wonder why this guy starts off with getting 3. I mean, I know I have Duplicator turned on, which gives me 2. I always want the Duplicator. Give me even more of everything. Who's even hurting me? So, Royale, did you work on the comic today? I think you said that today was comic day. Ooh. Let's do that. I don't know if I want the gun. I want to hold out for that damn garlic, but they don't want to give it to me. My Bibles aren't exploding either. I wonder what it takes to get to the exploding Bibles. I'm trying to make my Yule card, but after that it's on. Oh, what is your Yule card? Come on, man. Give me the damn garlic. Should I head south and get that heart? I think I'll do that. I'll go for it. I'll risk it. I hope I get that crown. I'm trying to make a lino cut, but it might suck. What's a lino cut? I'm not familiar with that. Kind of like carving a stamp. Oh, interesting. Well, shit, good luck with that. I haven't done anything at all to, like, even remotely get into, like, the holiday spirit. Used to be a time that I would at least get a Christmas tree or put some lights up, but I haven't done either of that. I should try. I should look into doing something like that. Maybe get a fake tree or whatever. Oh man, that is such a far way down. I feel like I'm going to be missing out on leveling up if I just hang around and if I don't hang around and kill these dudes, especially these bats. That pentagram's about to flash. I'm about to lose a lot of these gems that are dropped. I just think gave me some kind of a warning on when it was gonna flash. Yeah, that was coming. But I preserved a lot of those gems, so I'm okay with that. Let me just try to get down. Oh, I wasn't paying attention. I was too busy looking at where my fireball was going. Give me that revival back. Alright, well now this is just a gem farming exercise. I really don't want to get that last weapon. I'm really holding out for some garlic. It's okay filling that last spot with the crown because, when I pick up that heart, it'll append it to the end of the list anyways. There it is, garlic. Awesome. Hey, yo, what's up, Arachnid Soul? Welcome back to the stream. How you doing? How's your, today's Saturday. How's your Saturday night treating you? Devin, did you go to the movies? I haven't been in a while. I think, what was the last movie I saw? Oh, there it is. What was the last movie I saw? I can't even remember what the last movie I saw was. Oh, that new Hunger Games. I saw the new Hunger Games a couple weeks ago. But I haven't seen anything since. Why, what's up? Is there something out that you, suggesting I should go see? Oh, there's a chest over here. What I could use are one of those, attract orbs. So I got a lot of gems on the floor. Doing well, was playing some Baldur's Gate 3. Nice. Eventually I will get back into that one. It may be a while. I gotta figure out how to transfer the save from Justin's PS5 over to my Steam account. Get out of my way. I wanted to watch that new soccer movie. It looked good in the trailer. It's like a Cool Runnings type movie. That's the one that Taika Waititi did, right? It does look kind of Cool Runnings-esque. Ooh. Fucking Thanos snapped your asses. I should look and check out what actually is in the theaters right now. All you need to do is transfer the save, is play cross-platform with them. Then save on your Steam account and you're set. I didn't think you could play cross-platform. I didn't think you could play cross-platform on BG3. Like, that was like the first thing I looked into because like my D&D group all wanted to play it. But some of them don't have gaming PCs and they didn't know if if they had cross-platform support because, like, you know, I have a gaming PC, but I don't have a PS5, and Justin has a PS5, but no gaming PC. So there had to be some kind of consensus, and they decided to play it on PS5. I think Nate bought a PS5, so if they're playing it without me. But yeah, that was like the whole thing. So I don't think they do have crossplay. If they do, that's fucking awesome. I'm gonna get my D&D group together to do a run through. Come on, fucking die already. There you go. And oh, I thought I had cross-platform. We check. I know that's how it works on Solasta. Yeah, it has crossplay. Does it? Or at least they have announced plans to add it soon. Okay, I need to get to the bottom of that more definitively than that. Because if it has crossplay, then you might be seeing my D&D group on this stream real soon. I like Baldur's Gate 3 when I played of it. It was a lot of fun. Definitely worthy of that game of the year. Especially given its competition. Not that I'm talking shit about like Spider-Man or anything, but those never really struck me as game of the year type games. Spider-Man, Mario. Although I guess you shouldn't have to be. Oh shit! I guess you shouldn't have to be like a AAA blockbuster kind of game to get a game of the year nod. Oh, they ate me up there. Damn it! I don't know which one I chose because it popped up the same time the chest did. God damn it, motherfucker. I don't know which one I accidentally got. That's what my friend saw when I was at Renaissance. Wait, what's what your friend saw when you were at Renaissance? Did Starfield get anything? I don't know. I actually don't know if it was nominated for anything. That's a good question. Let's see. So, Starfield was nominated for Best RPG, but obviously lost to Baldur's Gate. I guess that was it. It was only nominated for Best RPG. Interesting. Yeah, they got smoked. They didn't, I mean, obviously they didn't get nominated for the they didn't get nominated for Game of the Year. I also thought the second best game of the year behind Baldur's Gate 3 was Hogwarts Legacy. It came out in November 2022, I think. So it was still eligible for Game of the Year this year. Really? Games from last November? Shit, I would have put Tactics Ogre in that list then. Because that was certainly a hell of a lot more fun than most of these other games I've been playing. Silent Night. Did I miss something? Oh, I heard you say, oh, okay. You said, I heard Silent Night was interesting. That's what my friend saw as I was on Silent Night. There's a movie called Silent Night. Now, I think I actually talked about a horror movie called Silent Night. Yeah, it has no dialogue. Okay, that's different. It's a different movie. This is a different Silent Night then. Interesting. I'll have to look that up. I haven't heard about this. Is it a horror movie or what? Oh, now the Bibles are exploding. I could have used that when those motherfuckers were swarming me, you dickhead. I think it's actiony, but not like non-stop action. Okay, interesting. A silent action movie. I think people have been disappointed because they want it to be like John Wick, but it's not. I mean, very few things can pull off what John Wick was capable of pulling off. Like, that's kind of a wild expectation. I remember when John Wick first came out, it kind of took everyone by surprise. Like, nobody expected that movie to be what it was. Alright, Evolved Knife. Well, it's a John Woo. Silent Night by John Woo, huh? Honestly, I don't know. Like, Aquaman is supposed to come out soon. Not that I'm super excited about seeing that one, but I kind of want to see the end of the Snyderverse era. I might go watch that. I know Zack Snyder's Rebel Moon is going to come out soon on Netflix. Kind of his version of Star Wars that Disney didn't let him make. I don't really know what other movies are out that I'd be interested in seeing. Alright, Evolve Bible. I wonder how do you even kill a stage killer? Ooh, that settled it for y'all. Thousand Edge, I'm not even gonna really have the time to enjoy all these upgrades because that death is gonna come out and kill me immediately. Is there some way for me to fucking wipe this dude? Alright, I guess not. I tried. Oh, there was an Aquaman preview when I went to see Renaissance, and it looked so dumb. Yes, it looks like a dumb, bad movie, and I'm sure it's gonna flop. I'm sure it's gonna flop in an epic manner. It doesn't look good, but I don't know. I think that's probably a part of the fun for me is seeing just how bad that movie's gonna be. Wait, hold on. Which one do I need to do with him next? Damn it, come on. Okay, library. This one's easy. Okay, so I looked it up and no, Baldur's Gate 3 does not have crossplay. Damn. You got my hopes up for a little bit. You got my hopes up for just a little bit. That's sad because Baldur's Gate games come out once a decade. Yeah, I don't understand why there isn't any crossplay. Like, at this point, the year of our Lord 2023, like, well, almost 2024, we should definitely like have crossplay be the norm. What's up, Haunted Wisp? How you doing, by the way? How's your Saturday night treating you? I don't know if I guess I did get... I must have gotten the evolved mana before, if it showed me that. I just don't recall it. Let me think on this one. If I get the orb, I'm going to want to get the water in that last spot. We'll go with a knife. I don't know if I want to commit. I don't know what I want that last weapon to be. Haunted Wisp, is your screen name from Legend of Mana or something else? Going insane. I have a housemate who's been waking me up at 4 or 5 in the morning, so now I go to sleep at 7 and wake up super early because he fucked up my sleep schedule. Damn, that sucks, man. I'm sorry to hear that. What does he do when he wakes you up? Like, is he just, like, coming in there and, like, trying to talk to you or something? Or is he just being loud and his loudness is waking you up? Grab the spinach. That might be a vote for the fire wand as my last weapon. Ooh, the glass fandango. I do like that. He's being loud using facilities during early morning when it's not allowed. Damn. Well, I mean, I guess you could either talk to someone about it, have the issue addressed, or you can lay a trap for him. I don't vouch for the trap. I'm just giving that to you as an option. That sucks, man. I'm sorry to hear that. As someone who has like insomnia and sleep is very precious to me, and it's very hard for me to fall asleep, like, I get the anger of being woken up, like, super early. Okay. That's fine. Oh, it dusted away all those gems. Oh, there's a chest right there. No, Puppy Roll, this is my PvP character name in Ultima Online. Oh, shit, I forgot. Oh, that reminds me. So, today, in the mail, I finally got, I ordered off of eBay a bunch of, let me just see if I can show you real quick. Let me see if I can just show this to you real quick. So the first step for my next journey here, I'm definitely gonna build myself an old like Pentium 2, Pentium 3 or whatever gaming PC from like the mid 90s. I got all of these old PC Gamer demo CDs from PC Gamer magazine way back when. I actually used to have some of these ones, but I just ordered these off of someone that was selling them online on eBay. So, and there's a shit ton of demos on each one of these discs. So hopefully I can get my hands on an old PC and an old CRT monitor. I don't know how the setup is going to be. I might have to move this desk over a little bit, put like a really small desk next to it and have it all hooked up there. Maybe. I might be able to find... I don't know how I would do it with such an old... Well, I guess I could use a... kind of like a VGA to GameCat sort of situation like I have with the old consoles. And maybe I could stream from the old PC and play a bunch of these demos. We've got this Daggerfall demo down here. It has Daggerfall, and it also has a bunch of other shit on it too. Monkey Island. One of these has Carmageddon on it. I think it may be... No, I don't think it's the Daggerfall one. One of it has Carmageddon on it, so I'm looking forward to playing that one again for the first time in many, many years. It has like the first Fallout. I'm also just gonna find those games themselves, not just the demos, but just the games themselves. Like, I want to have like an old setup and an old collection. So I'm kind of excited to start down that track. I'm not gonna try to build it because that's gonna be fucking insane to try to build an old ass machine like that. But you know, people have done it. I have a hard enough time building modern PCs, and those are way more plug and play than what they used to be. So, yeah, we'll see. We'll see how that goes. I was really excited to get that in the mail today, though, so. BRB a sec, I'm gonna proof this plate. Alright, well, I will still be here. Alright, what am I getting here? Hell yeah. Keep those gems. Keep those gems on that floor. Didn't realize that thing was even there. Don't erase the gems, please. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. I appreciate that, pentagram. Oh, man, these guys are like starting to cook me a little. They're starting to roast my ass up a bit. I gotta get me some chicken. I don't have any of those. I do have the knife at least. Alright, there's some chicken back around this way. Let's go that route. Let's go back and get these gems. Oh man. Please don't. Thank you. Nice. Oh no, please don't, pentagram. Okay, thank you, thank you. I would get some lucky rolls on that one. There's too many gems. I'm just sitting here trying to vacuum them all up. Ooh, I got this one already. Oh, nice. Now they're dropping my Evos. Oh, I'm hitting them. They're hitting me with them pretty early on in this. Unless this is only a 20-minute map. Oh yeah, that thing hits out in a circle now. Oh, evolved knife. They're just giving me all the upgrades. Oh, man. This guy's just wiping them. Maybe I should juice up that curse a little. There's not even enough enemies on screen to make this thing worth it right now. Well, there's some come. There we go. A few others came out. Drop this big dude. Oh, and now they gave me the advanced ice shard. Celestial Volgal. Or Volge. I can't quite tell how this is different. Shit. Yo, what the fuck is going on here? I don't know what's going on. Everything just got trippy as hell. I don't know, Suki. I haven't the slightest clue what the fuck that... What is going on? What is happening here? Am I picking a... Is this a pickup or something? Or what is this? No. Oh wait, is that what happens when I collect the clock that freezes time with the evolved Glass Fandango? Let's find out. No, it's all over. There's a chicken, but it's over here anyway, so I may as well. There it is. That is what happens. Damn, that's kind of like... Oh man, that's kind of a... Oh shit, she was wailing on me. I think the chicken is over here. One of those dudes was wailing on me. I gotta get that chicken. Oh, they got me. Come on, guy. You can't be this advanced and let these dudes catch you. Oh, they're gonna get me again. So, having my ability to upgrade my level past, or my weapons past their normal level, prevents me from getting the always chicken on level ups, which is kind of would be greatly appreciated right now. Because like there is like no knockback effect on any of my AoE stuff, so they're just swarming me. There's that damn chicken. Like, they're just swarming me. Look at this. God damn. Get out of there. Like, I can't push them off of me. I should have gotten the whip. Well, I got there anyways. That was my last revive, too. He just barely got there. All right, let me check out, let me hit the, oh man. I recall the dairy plant being particularly tough. I'm gonna take that limit break off, though. Santo water. I don't know why this place is called Dairy Plant. Like, what's going on here? Is this really how milk gets made? Telling you that whip is a very underrated weapon. What the hell? All of a sudden it's all of a sudden it's become really cold in here. I know a cold front is coming, but is it supposed to be that drastic? Oh shit, it's, well, not right now, but I guess on, no, I guess tomorrow it's supposed to be 36, then 32 on Monday. Yeah, I guess it's getting drastic. Turn my ceiling fan down. My hope is that the Santa Water, the Whip, the Evolved Axe, and hopefully I'll have an Arcana that gives me the damage field for my garlic. That'll be enough to keep the mob off of my back at the very end. Hello, it is me. And I just got home from my brother's where I felt not horrible for the first time in months, and it was nice. Oh, awesome. Welcome back to the stream, Monaco Toaster. Now, when you say felt not horrible, do you mean like physically, or that like you didn't have a weird conversation with your brother, so you feel okay? Also, I got a vinyl of the original radio broadcast of Flash Gordon. Oh, that sounds awesome. I mean, there was no screaming matches, so it was nice. You know, I'm honestly, I'm a little bit envious because, like, let me see what I have here. Okay, for the knife, I have the bracer. For the water, I have the orb. For the axe, I need the candelabra. For the garlic, I have the heart. For the Holy Bible, I have the spellbinder. So I could either have my last passive be the candelabra for the axe, or the hollow heart for the whip. I might do the hollow heart on that one. I don't know, that's a tough one. Anyways, what I was saying is, like, Justin and his brother are very close. Like, they've always been, like, you know, they've been like brothers, believe it or not. Like, close friends. They've done a lot of things together. They're still close, they hang out, they talk a lot, and all that sort of stuff. And I've always been a little bit envious of that because, like, I have never... do I want this, or do I want... I'm taking it. Because the blood axe could at least heal me. I've never had that close relationship with my brother. I mean, we're not like... We're on good terms. I like my brother. And we get along just fine whenever we have, like, a family gathering. But, you know, when we were kids, we were far enough apart in age where, you know... He's my older brother, so he didn't want to hang out with me. Once he started getting into, like, high school and shit, he never wanted to hang out, didn't want to talk with me, etc. You know, teenage boy kind of shit. And, you know, we never really... It was kind of a bummer. It was a real bummer. Like, he just didn't really like me that much. And then by the time I entered high school, of course, he had moved out. And, you know, was doing his own thing, went to the army, etc. And then, you know, we moved here. When I graduated high school, we moved to Austin, but my brother stayed in Oklahoma, and he's been in Oklahoma ever since. So even after high school and all of that, like, even though the age difference isn't an issue anymore because, you know, he's not trying to impress his friends by not hanging out with his little brother, like, we still have, like, a lot of distance, physical distance. So we just never really got close or anything like that. And sometimes whenever I'm hanging around Justin and his brother and whatnot, and they have all these inside jokes and stories about, you know, from their childhood and whatnot, and the fact that they generally just get along really well like that, it always makes me feel a little envious. Like, I don't know if your relationship with your brother is quite like that. It sounds like it's a little bit more contentious, which is fine. That's fine too, so long as, you know, he's not a complete and total psychotic asshole towards you. Things improved a lot with my brother since we managed to distance ourselves from our parents. We were able to realize that most of the anxiety was because of them, so when it was just us, it was great. Well, that's also a really good thing to find out. And it's not that I hate my sister, it's just that she's either unable or unwilling to think about anybody other than herself. Well, that's a bummer. I have a sister too, and she's cool. Like, we all get along. Like, there's no real issues between me and my siblings. So Or at least I don't think so. I don't know. Maybe I say that because I'm the one that they have issues with. Although I can't imagine why they would. I'm literally, I guess maybe if there's any issue they would have, it's the fact that I don't really reach out to them or communicate to them all that frequently. But hey, you know, they don't really do that with me either. So I think that's just, they have families though. That's the thing. They all, like, my brother has 2 kids. My sister has 3 kids. Like, they're doing their own thing. So, and you know, it's not like they don't. If there's something that they need, you know, they'll, or they have a question or they have a memory and they're like, hey, remember when mom did whatever? They'll message me and shit and we'll talk about it. But it's just not, you know, the close and constant and super close kind of relationship. But on the flip side, no awkward Thanksgivings. We don't really have any awkward Thanksgivings or Christmases or anything like that. My sister consistently tries to act like no one except her suffering during childhood and keeps insisting that we're dirt poor. Our family owns 2 homes that we don't pay rent on. We're not filthy rich, but we're lower middle class at worst. Yeah, if you own more than 1 house in this economy, you're doing okay. You're doing pretty good. I'm assuming those houses were purchased at a better time than now. No. This is the one I want. I'm assuming that those houses were purchased in happier times, as far as, like, home affordability is concerned. Just vacuuming up these motherfuckers. Just vacuuming these bitches up. I'm taking some damage too because I'm moving so cavalierly. I've got the arrogance in me. I need to relax a little bit. My brother actually got his house like 5 years ago. It's a tiny house, but he absolutely lucked out when he got it. Well, I know that experience. I feel like I lucked out on this too. I saw that I guess I can't remember who, but there are a couple of senators who introduced legislation to basically both ban private equity firms and hedge funds from owning houses, but also to force the ones that currently own houses to divest. It's like a 2-pronged thing. Like, you can't do this, and what you're currently doing, divest from. Which would be awesome. I think it would go a very long way towards fixing our housing market. I was thinking about it and I was like, you know, if this actually goes through, which I don't think it has a snowball's chance in hell of passing, sadly. It's like, if this goes through, then the house I just bought is very likely going to plummet in value. which is why I don't think it's going to go through. I think there's going to be enough people that are going to complain about their houses plummeting in value. Personally, I don't care, but the issue, I guess, that might come with that is that, oh, there you go, is that, it's going to put a lot of people upside down in their homes, possibly, potentially. If they have a way to safeguard from that, then I don't give a shit. Put a bunch of houses on the market because of freeing it up from hedge funds and private equity. Bloody tear. Let me move down to that last orb. He tells me all the time about how, like, 3 corporations own everything in one bank, and I don't remember the name of, owns like 60% of all housing or something, and that if you have a house that you have to sink your claws in and hold on to dear life. Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, pretty much. If you have one, don't ever sell it. We get letters from banks offering to buy the house, and my default response is ripping those letters in half and burning them. Yeah, that's bullshit. Because then what are you gonna do? You're gonna sell your bank to sell your house to a bank, and you're gonna have no place to live. You're gonna pay more than what you're paying, or probably more than what you're paying in mortgage on rent. And if you try to get out of that by buying another house, all the houses are hyperinflated in value, so you won't be able to afford it. It's a trap. Holy Bible. I'll have to look up and see what that bill is and who introduced it. Hopefully, it results in something. I can't imagine, like, in a normal world where you would expect your elected officials to operate in good faith, it would be a no-brainer to support something like that. But we don't live in such a world, unfortunately, and none of those people can be trusted to operate in good faith. So there's no telling what's actually going to come of it. But yeah, like, when you watch any of, like, the presidential debates or anything, for the not just these current ones, oh my god, it's December. When are the Iowa caucuses? When is this shit starting up? We're about to fucking slam face first into a goddamn election year where they're about to start doing primary votes. The Iowa caucus will take place on January 15th. Oh my god. We're about a month away from the Iowa caucus. I don't even know who's in the lead. I think maybe on the Republican, because Joe Biden ostensibly has no opposition running against him, despite the fact that he's a shambling corpse. But I think on the Republican side, I think Nikki Haley might actually be, like, competitive as a front runner with Ron DeSantis, which is kind of insane. Okay, back. Welcome back, Royale. Welcome back. How did your thing work out? Your print or linotype or whatever it is. How'd that work out? I fully expect Trump to win, so I'm just bracing for that. I mean, yeah. I mean, I expect it too, if he's even allowed. I don't know what's going to happen with all of the legal stuff he's going through. it's a big question mark. Like, the only reason why any of those fucking dummies on the Republican side are even still in it is because they're all banking on, you know, Trump being ruled ineligible to run or something. I mean, I guess he could, even if he's not, like, outright barred from running, and he does the whole Eugene Debs running from prison sort of thing. Like, I don't know how much of an impact not having him on the trail is going to be. Like, Trump is at his best when he's in front of a crowd and et cetera, et cetera. If he can't do that because he's in jail, I don't know how much that's going to hamper the campaign. It's such a crazy time because, like, what do you do if Trump ends up getting the nominee and then, like, goes to jail? Does Ron DeSantis, like, run for president anyways because Trump's in jail and he can't campaign? Like, do they trust that Joe Biden is so disliked that they wouldn't have to worry about doing something like that? Like, I mean, they wouldn't support that because that would split a vote. That would split the vote. But then that would also leave a lot of space for, you know, whoever the Libertarian candidate is, or, you know, Robert Kennedy Jr. It would leave a lot of space for those guys to be like, well, you can't rely on Trump. So, you know, vote for me or whatever. There's not enough chaos in this upcoming election. We need Biden to, like, fall in the tub and slip into a inescapable coma for us to have true chaos. For us to have true chaos, we need for that to happen. All right, I think I'm all specced up for the rush. It went okay. I had to fix a couple of things. Some of it is not great, but overall, well, that's cool. Well, you know, sounds good to me. Sounds like a success. He can serve from prison if he isn't ruled ineligible to run. I mean, he could. There's like a couple of things. He can go to prison and still be eligible to run, and he could also go to prison and be ruled ineligible to run. It's all about that Georgia case, whether they see him as being, you know, responsible for attempted insurgency or treason or whatever, or not. I did a proof that messed up and ghosted, but it looked kind of cool. Take a picture. I want to see what you're talking about. Why is this? Oh boy. My brother wants RFK, but after looking him up, my instant response is, oh, so he's vaccine critical, but also a supporter of Israel and was one of Epstein's buddies. So basically, there's no one who has a chance to win that's good. No, like, if you're not familiar with RFK, let me just tell you right off the bat that dude is an absolute fucking dingbat. He is a dingbat for a variety of reasons. He's a supporter of Israel, but he's like a supporter of Israel on the, like, vehemently anti-Semitic side. Like, he's one of the anti-Semitic supporters of Israel. In addition to being a vaccine skeptic, a science skeptic, really. He's a conspiracy theory minded person. He doesn't claim to be friends with Epstein's, but he threw his wife under the bus. He threw his wife under the bus by saying that she had, quote, some kind of relationship with Ghislaine Maxwell, while confirming that he flew on Epstein's plane a few times. And there's a lot of other really stupid, insane shit he said too throughout the years. So, yeah, not a good candidate. Move, lol. God forbid. Busted ass country. Yeah, every day I feel a little more regret about buying a house in this country. I probably That's like buying a ticket. It feels like buying a ticket for the Hindenburg as you're actively watching it fall to the ground. I probably should have tried to look into expatriating somewhere if I really, wanted a chance at a stable and reasonable future. There is a lot of chaos. Cheney is considering a third-party bid. The chaos is all on the Republican side, though. They're all fucking dingbats. Like they're collapsing under the weight of their own overly sustained lunacy. They shouldn't have lasted as a party as long as they have, given how crazy that they are, and how much they gave into the worst aspects of their base. But all of that's coming back around on them now, and they're starting to cannibalize themselves. Because it was unsustainable. But I want chaos on the opposition party side. Because only then is there an opportunity for something good to happen. Right now, there's not really an opportunity for that. I heard Giuliani will not talk to his legal team in the Georgia case, but he does go on AM radio and talk a bunch of shit. Well, that guy also lost his mind. And then his Georgia legal team has to run everything past Giuliani's married girlfriend. What? Giuliani's married girlfriend? What are you talking about? See, I'm not following the Georgia case. I'm not following any of those cases, really. So that I'm not sure what the day-to-day minutia is, but what? Like Giuliani is refusing to cooperate with his legal team? RFK seems to be the Democratic version of Trump. For the most part. I mean, he's dumber than Trump. I think RFK is a little bit dumber than Trump. Trump is really good at being able to read a room, being able to assess a situation politically and like position himself into coming across as being closer to populist than anything else. And RFK doesn't have that ability. He's just a dingbat. He's just an idiot. We are so fucked. Yeah, this isn't good. This is not good for our country. For real, maybe we should move in with Lauren. Like, yeah, I guess the UK is in a little bit better position than we are, which is a crazy fucking thing to say. He has a girlfriend, but she's married to someone else. So what? Are they at a polycule or something? Did Rudy Giuliani turn into one of those like purple-haired SJW like fucking polyamorous polycule type people? I hope so. That's what I want more than anything, is to see Giuliani become one of those. Does he have a septum piercing now? Not really refusing so much as just saying, I don't want to talk about it, and then having his PR guy who works for free answer his calls and say he's not available. Lord almighty. As a conspiracy theorist populist, I mean. Yeah, that's pretty much RFK's track. And initially, he was gaining a lot of support from Trump supporters, but then they realized, wait a second, if we support this guy, it's likely going to split the ticket. So then they backed off of him. Evening, yo, what's up, Poxborn? Welcome back to the stream. How are you doing, man? How's your Saturday treating you? We go through horrible presidents all the time, but goddamn, we just never learn. Or we do learn, but the people's lesson is, if we do it again, maybe it'll work for no reason. It's not quite that cut and dry. Like, yeah, we keep doing the same thing, but only because it's kind of like a car on a Hot Wheels track. Like, the car does the same thing over and over again, but only because it can't do anything else. It's like mechanically conditioned to do the same thing over and over again. That's kind of how our electoral process works. Like, nobody wants Joe Biden to be the Democratic nominee. I mean, Republicans do, but nobody who wants a Democrat to win wants Joe Biden to be the nominee. But there's no escaping that for some reason. Like, the party apparatus is as such that you can't mount a viable primary candidate, despite the fact that he's, you know, clearly going to be too old to probably even last the duration of this race, let alone serve for 4 more years. But our apparatus isn't set up to support like third-party candidates, independent candidates, primaries from within the party that doesn't have to, you know, be blessed by a party leader or party officials, which is the real problem. Like, oh shit, I didn't even know that was there. Like, primaries should be automatic. Like, they shouldn't have to be blessed by. And the only reason why it's like that is because political parties are private entities. So they can operate at their own discretion. There's nothing in any law or any, you know, constitutional edict that says a political party needs to exist or operate under a specific set of rules. And obviously that becomes a considerable problem when you have a quote-unquote two-party system. It's really it's a 1.5 party system. They're both generally the same. There are some real differences. There are some real differences between the two parties. Don't get me wrong. Like, it's like if it wasn't for the genocide in Gaza, I would feel a little bit better about the prospect of voting for Joe Biden just for what his NLRB has done. His NLRB has done absolutely amazing things for labor in this country. Ideally, you would want to codify that in law by way of passing the PRO Act, which is one of Biden's many, many failures, not passing the PRO Act. But in lieu of passing the PRO Act, you know, what his NLRB has done has helped labor and the unionization push succeed in ways that it hadn't in, you know, 50 years or so. Add to the fact that he also did show up at that auto workers rally, or that auto workers strike, and he actually spoke, which, you know, I think he's the first president to actually do that. He's done a lot of good things in that regard as far as supporting labor. But and for that, I would have been like, yeah, I'll vote for him, sure. I mean, he might not survive or whatever, but, you know, he's at least done that. But now having to square that against, like, well, also there's like about, I guess it has to be closer to 18,000 innocent Palestinians dead now, and counting. And it's just nothing but like an unobstructed, full-throated support for, you know, just supporting whatever the fuck Israel wants to do there, regardless, giving them money or weapons without any amount of oversight, no strings attached, just sending money over there and not applying any pressure to even minimize it, let alone stop it. Like, yeah, people want a ceasefire and there should be a ceasefire, but we could barely even get them to just ease up off of the bombing. Like, they tell people in one part of Gaza, hey, you need to evacuate to this area. And then because they have nothing, you know, they can't do anything else, they go to that area that Israel tells them to evacuate to, and then they bomb that area, you know, and they bomb them on the way. So it's like, what the fuck, man? You could at least tell them not to do that. President of the United States, you could at least say, don't do that or we won't give you money. But we don't even have the fucking, the wherewithal to do that. You know, we just let them bomb them where they're at, bomb them on their way to a safe zone, and then bomb the safe zone. And then tell people that, you know, the number of innocent Palestinians that's being reported is a lie. You know, like, how could it not be a lie? I mean, how could it not be the truth? Would you bomb people on their escape route, then bomb their safe zones in addition to bombing their houses? Like, there's barely a city there anymore. Like, there is barely a city. And then they have the blockade that stops all humanitarian aid from getting in. And I mean, I can't imagine what a fucking nightmare it is right now over there. Like, you know, people are starving. Never mind the bombs. Like, the bombs are a hellscape all in and of themselves, but absent the bombs, people are starving, people are dehydrating, they don't have food or water and shit. There's diseases that are starting to become a problem because of the lack of water, in addition to just, the endless sea of cadavers everywhere. Like, it's a hellscape. It's an actual hellscape, and the idea that the president of the United States isn't doing anything at all to, even mitigate it, let alone stop it, and is justifying it. I don't know if the if the NLRB is enough for me to go, let's put that other thing aside and vote for this dude. I don't know if it is. I don't know if I can make it be. And it's a real, it forces me to confront a real sort of argument that I've made over the years against Green Party people, third party people, about, arguments that I would be like, well, voting is a tool. It's not about your feeling, or it's not about morality. You cast a vote in order to make the most pragmatic decision you can in how to move the political gears towards your favor. And that may include voting yes for, what is a harm reduction, the lesser evil voting, et cetera, and now I'm on the flip side of that, where it's like, can I really, like, again, we're still, at the end of the day, Donald Trump isn't going to do anything any different than Joe Biden when it comes to Israel. I don't think. I think they're pretty much identical in that. And I think most presidents probably, you know what, maybe not. Maybe there would be some presidents that would be better. We've admonished Israel before in the past for doing way less than what they're doing now. Obama has. Even George W. Bush. George W. admonished Israel for killing innocent civilians in a overreaction counterattack. That guy did. So it's not like it's not without precedence, but for whatever reason, we've just kind of cast that to the wayside now. I don't know. I don't think Trump will be any different. I doubt Nikki Haley would be any different. I doubt Ron DeSantis would be any different. And any Democratic hopeful, the first thing they say is that they back Israel, So I doubt, even if there was a situation where Gavin Newsom or J.B. Pritzker or any other Democratic candidate would happen to come up and be able to run in Joe Biden's stead, like, I don't have much faith that they would be any different either. They all have the same policy in regards to Israel. So it's a situation where it's like, okay, should I really do this? Should I give them that support? Maybe I'll feel, a lot can change in a year's time. A lot can change in a year's time, especially when we're talking about fucking octogenarians. Octogenarians, they roll the dice every day. Like, it used to be a 20-sided die that they roll. Now they're rolling a 4-sided die. And at least 2 of those sides say time's up. So we don't know what's going to happen in this next year. But all things remaining the same a year from now, I'm going to have a hard time justifying, voting for Biden. Sorry, went on a little bit of an extended rant there. Let me catch up on these chats. Let's see. God, yeah, such bullshit. I don't even know who I'm going to vote for. All I know is that when my Muslim friends would ask why they should vote Biden and he's responsible for so many of their own family members being brutally murdered, I have no answer other than, no, you're right. Oh, yeah, he's already lost the Muslim vote, which is bad. He's going to probably end up, because he didn't win Minnesota by that much in 2020. And if that flips, if he loses the Muslim vote, in addition to like the massive amounts of the youth vote that he's lost so far, then there's no shot. There's no shot for him to win, Minnesota. And it's a pretty important state to win too. So yeah, like he's already lost their vote, and I don't see that coming back. Maybe Biden is making some calculation that, in a month's time or so, he'll do some grand, trying to give the Palestinian their state or whatever. I don't know what his calculation is, but as it stands now, his mission seems to be, I'm going to do whatever I can to lose this next election. They won't even honor the ceasefire. Of course not. They never have before, but the idea was at least lessening the attack so that humanitarian aid can get through. Yeah, even the freaking hostages were like, Israel was talking about flooding the place where we were held captive, and we thought it was just going to be they were going to kill us and blame Hamas. I read that. Yeah, the freed Israeli hostages had a lot to say. They were not happy about the situation. Like, they felt that they thought they were going to die from an Israeli bombing, which, who could blame them? Who could blame them? And flooding the tunnels, I mean, God, just you're the IDF, dude. Just go in the tunnels. Go in the tunnels. You know what? Some of you are going to get shot. Sure. I mean, you sign up for it, I guess. I guess it's a conscripted service there too, but you're a soldier. Go in the tunnels. Have your firefight. Deal with it. Stop being so genocidally, I don't even know if that's a word, genocidally cowardly. Genocidally? They have a cowardice that drives them towards genocide. And all of these weird, like, Gargamelian plots. We're gonna flood the tunnels! Like, come on, dude. You're a fucking army. Just get in there. Fucking find the dudes you're looking for. Even Reagan, which I don't even want to give him that. Yeah, no, Reagan would be like a left of center Democrat. I don't know how Biden's cabinet decided we're going to support this genocide and fuck all our voters who are against this. Was a good idea less than a year from the election. He's been getting a lot of pushback from his cabinet. He's even had people resign. He's had a number of people. I mean, not the cabinet leaders, but a number of longtime people. I can't. The words escape my mind for some reason. But a lot of people who served in those different departments, particularly State Department officials, have resigned because of this. And there's been reports that there's been a lot of pushback and arguing and yelling at the Biden administration from within the Biden administration about these policies too. So it's not like everybody in the Biden administration is gung-ho about this. The most important person is the person at the top, and that dude seems to be pretty okay with everything that's happening, which is a real bummer because, like, man, the dude is Catholic. Like, Biden is a Catholic president, and he's like 80 years old. He's so close. He's so close to the finish line. All he had to do was retire as a vice president, just live out the rest of his elder years, in fucking Delaware or wherever he wanted to live at. You just chill, take it easy, cross that finish line, and go to whatever Catholic heaven he believes in. But he was so close and then decided, you know what? Genocide of thousands. And it's like, damn, dude, you're just gonna fucking fumble the bag right on the line and spend an eternity burning in hell if that reality that you believe in truly exists. Like, so close, and now you're just gonna burn in hell for it. What a fucking bummer. And it's just because of pride. It's all pride. He's been wanting to be a president since the 80s. And he found an opportunity, and, he wormed his way in there. And for what? It's very Twilight Zone. It's like the guy that all he wants to do is read, and then like he gets all the time in the world to finally be alone with books, and then he breaks his glasses. It's very much like that. It's like all he wanted to do was be president, and now that he's president, he's like senile and can barely like remember where he is or what year it is. He's talking about fucking Britney Spears, when trying to make references to Taylor Swift. Yeah, he's just out of his mind. And then, like, on top of just being gung-ho about a goddamn genocide. It's like a really bad Twilight Zone episode. Only we're all in on it, too. Just pure unadulterated leagues of being out of touch with their base. Maybe Biden genuinely wants to lose to get to get out of being president. He can just step down, man. No one would blame him. He's like fucking 80 some odd years old. He could just be like, you know what, guys? I don't have the juice for this. I'm tired. I'm gonna retire. I said at the start that this was gonna be a bridge presidency to the next generation, because that is what he said. He said that he saw himself as a bridge to the next generation of leaders. And you could just be like, yeah, well, I'm passing the baton on now to whoever. I don't know who that person would be. It can't be Kamala Harris. Nobody likes her. If she had to run, I mean, there's like, we should have had an open primary this year for the Democrats. There should have been one. I mean, obviously it's too late to do that now, but there had to have been somebody that they could have pulled out of some state house or some governorship, some mayor. I mean, I would even take Gavin Newsom. That fucking ghoul. There are no good options, so you just have to kind of look towards your best bad option. Sent you a text. I don't know how I feel about it. Genuinely, though, might sleep on it. Oh, okay, let me see. What I got going on over here? Oh, that's kind of cool. I like that. I like that a lot. It's like a ink print. I think I've done one of those before, actually, recently. I'll give this to Biden. He managed to get Bernie to support something so horrifically disgusting. I no longer have any sympathy for either of them. Bernie has always been a Zionist, though. Like that's been his big blind spot. Like he isn't like a grotesque. He's never been a grotesque one before, but he's always had Zionistic sympathies. They were always there. I don't know why he turned his policy towards like the absolute worst of it. And he is critical. He doesn't call for a ceasefire, which, is the important part, and that's the part that he should be judged on. But he does tend to be more critical about Israel and all this than, most anyone else that isn't like a woman of color or Jamal Bowman. Outside of that core group, he tends to be the most critical. But yeah, he's always been a little bit more sympathetic with Zionists than you would want a so-called socialist to be. Which is a bummer. It is a bummer. Bernie has blown a lot of things in the past few years. He has blown a lot of things, and I still love the old man, but goddamn, dude, what the fuck happened to you? I think he's also making a calculation though, and I think his calculation is like, I think the reason why Joe Biden's NLRB and all of the labor relations that have been so positive lately, and all the union building that has been so awesome. And there have been headlines about how, as a result of the UAW strike and the concessions that they got from the automakers, other non-unionized automakers are seeing their wages go up too. So like there is a bit of a butterfly effect from the victory of the UAW. That again, Joe Biden went and spoke at their strike and unapologetically gave them like his full support. I think a lot of that is what Bernie is taking into his calculation. Like there is nothing. Why is that guy taking so long? He was like stuttering towards me. Get off of me. I don't know how I kill one of those things. But yeah, I think his calculation is like, if Biden loses, then everything that the NLRB has done for working people will be eradicated. It'd be erased. Which again, it's a failure. It's a failure of Biden and the Democrats to not pass the PRO Act. They should have fucking beaten the shit out of Kyrsten Sinema and Joe Manchin. Literally, they should have dragged them somewhere and physically abused them. to get them to vote for those things. I also bought World War Z like yesterday, then on a whim looked up Max Brooks, and surprise, surprise, the dude's a Zionist. Hold on a second. A Zionist who drank all the Israel Kool-Aid. Literally going, Hamas is using them as human shields, we have to bomb them. Then turning around and going, anti-Semitism is wrong, and you should rot in hell if you're a bigot. Well, yeah, anti-Semitism is wrong, and you should rot in hell if you're a bigot. But opposing Israel, the Israeli government, is not anti-Semitic. You know, and the human shield thing has always been weird. It's like, they're using them as human shields. It's like, so then, yeah, why are you shooting them and bombing them? Like, it doesn't make any sense. Imagine a bank robbery gone wrong, and the bank robbers took hostages in the bank. What kind of hostage negotiator would be like, they've got hostages, let's break out the fucking Patriot missiles. We're gonna bomb this building that the bank robbers have the hostages in. Like, there's a reason why hostage negotiation is a very important part of, like, SWAT team training. And it's not like they don't murk those dudes. They do. They got snipers. They send in guys through other means to fucking deal with things violently. But it's a precision thing. It's a surgical thing. Like, and that's how it should have been with dealing with Hamas after October 7th. Like, October 7th was a fucking garish, heinous act. Of course it was. You know, and if you want to deal with Hamas for it, wiping out an entire city of 2 million people is not the way to go. You know, get your best soldiers and your smartest strategizers. Fucking get in those tunnels. Fucking do a sweep. Do a systematic sweep. They scale up as you do. Your best way to kill one is to do a bunch of leveling up after it's spawned? Poxborn, but how? Like, they jump on top of you as soon as you spawn. Like, I've tried. Like, I've been in situations where there have been a shit ton of red gems around me, and I just kind of maneuver around in between resurrections to get all the red gems, but they still just stomp me. So I don't know how that, especially if they scale when you scale. I've never been able to kill one. Like, okay, let's go into La La Land where we don't have the Geneva Conventions and got to make it up right now. If there's a hostage situation and your mom was being held hostage and the police decide I don't want to go in and blow up the building, killing the criminals and your mom, the cops are the bad guys. Well, I mean, I forget who it was, because there's been so much discourse on this on British television, at least. Not quite as much on American television, although there's been some. These two guys were arguing. This one dude just basically said, if the hostages were being held in Israel, would the IDF bomb Israeli buildings? And that's it. That's all you need to ask, because the answer to that question, everybody knows what the answer to that question is, and two, it tells you everything about what's wrong with what's happening in Gaza. If those hostages were held in Israel, they would not be bombing those buildings. I mean, that's the long and short of it. Like, every other conversation piece around it is just a waste of time and a distraction. Sorry to be off topic, but Kool-Aid sounds so fucking delicious right now. I haven't had Kool-Aid since I was like 15 or something like that. And I kind of don't want any because it's basically all sugar, and I kind of been doing okay managing my blood sugar. I'm starting to fall off the track a little bit, but I need to get a hold of my diet again. Kool-Aid is not going to be beneficial in that regard. I didn't say it's easy. Basically, you have to, you hang at level 1 or 2. Wait, what? What do you mean? You hang at level 1 or 2 till they're up and then collect all the gems. I don't even know what you mean by that. I used to work in a restaurant where we sold it. They had a restaurant that sold Kool-Aid? That sounds kind of criminal. You shouldn't be charging anyone for Kool-Aid. It's like a 30-cent packet. If that, like, that Kool-Aid better have been real cheap on that menu. Oh, Capella manga. This one's kind of tough. This guy's kind of sketch, but we'll see. We'll see how he handles this one. I ain't touching Kool-Aid. I fear the diabetes, and the diabetes runs in my family. Yeah, that's why you shouldn't touch the Kool-Aid. Give me my revivals. I'll go with the whip for now. Help me take care of these bats. You don't pick up any gems, you wait until death spawn. Wait, what? How can you survive if you don't pick up any? Okay, this sounds weird. This sounds like a weird strategy to me, sir. So like from level 1, you don't pick up any gems at all. How do you, like, survive? Like, you get swarmed by mobs. You just spend all your time running away? I mean, eventually they'll close in on you. Like, I don't understand what the, I don't understand the strategy at play here. Wait, what's this? Hold on. Oh, lights are green. Poppy Royale. Lighten the beacons green. You wait till this spawns and pick up one of those orbs that collects everything. Oh, okay. But I mean, how do you even last that long? Also, the knockback actually pulls death in. So knockback abilities are bad when fighting. Oh. It's really tough, but I've done it. Well, you get to 2 or 3, but no higher. It took like 2 hours to get a good run. Okay, I'm not doing that then. I'm not doing that then. Anything where a single run takes more than an hour, I'm out on. All right, I'm gonna head out. Friend, good to see everyone. Hey, thank you for stopping by, Royale. You were lighting the beacons green on your way out. Well, have a good rest of your Saturday. I'll see you next time. There's a place in the library stage where you can wedge yourself behind a table and keep stuff from getting you. Oh, so you've got to fucking, like, hide under the table. Royale, light the beacons blue. Damn, I'm hella blue in them. I'm looking at my cam there, and I'm super blue right now. It's the bluest I've ever been. It's also very dark, too. But thank you, Royale. I appreciate it. See you next time. See you, I'll be streaming on Tuesday, so hopefully I'll see you then. Let's go with that. I'm not sure what I want my last weapon to be. Should I do the Bible? Bible. I'm gonna do the Bible. I was gonna try to hold out for. I probably should have. Now that I think about it, I probably should have done that. I don't know how good this run's gonna be, guys. I'm not gonna lie to you. I don't like where this one's going. I want to pair this Clock Lancet. I totally forgot I had the Clock Lancet because I wanted to pair it with the Frost Spear, whatever that thing is called. I've not seen this stage. You've not seen this stage? How have you not seen this stage? Is it just like too new? Is this like a DLC stage or something? Actually, I haven't gotten any of the DLC, so this must just be a regular patch update stage. Was added after the last time I played? Last I played was before the 1.0. Okay, well that makes sense then. This stage gets wild. I'll tell you that much. This stage gets real wacky sometimes. The last stage when I last played was the Tower with the Dragon Shrimp. Okay, yeah, stage 4. Yeah, that was the last stage. Yeah, I guess that was the last stage for a while. Are you gonna pick it up when that Among Us DLC drops? Duplicator. Oh, nice. Maybe I was having a friendly competition each time a patch dropped with a friend who passed away. Haven't played since. Oh, that sucks, man. I'm sorry to hear that. I'm sorry to hear that. He was slightly ahead of me, and I wanted to keep it that way for a bit. Yeah, I understand that. They aren't rushing me with mobs right now. I'm a little concerned about that. I want to use that. I want to use that cross on a big mob rush. Honestly, I've been thinking for the past 2 days. I was hanging out with my brother, and I realized things are actually pretty well for me. Oh shit! Hold on. I think here they come. I think death is actually a part of this group too, so I need to be careful. Honestly, I've been thinking for the past 2 days. I was hanging out with my brother, and I realized things are actually pretty well for me. My family owns the house I live in. I make at least $300 a week with my union job. I could probably pay off my student loans since it doesn't look like they'll be forgiven. Fucking, it's another thing there. Like, my sister tries to convince my life is still horrible, so it's weird she's the one with the therapist. Well, yeah, that sucks your sister is like that, but all things considered, like, if you're in good health and you have a stable living situation and things aren't bad, I mean, they could always be better. Things could always be better. I think we should always strive to make things better. Your student loan debt should be forgiven. You should have health care that's provided by the state for certain. There should always be things that can be better. But so long as you have your health and some semblance of stability, then yeah, things are pretty good. There we go. I have to use my rerolls on him, but I got it. Oh, they're giving me a lot of 3-item chests this run. I have heard that supposedly my parents having been paying the taxes, they said they were being paid, and like I'm trying to tell them to let me help pay those. I don't get what you mean by that. I have heard that supposedly my parents having been paying the taxes, they said they were being paid. And like I'm trying to tell them, let me help pay those. I don't get what you mean by that. Paying what, their property taxes or something? It's been over 1.5 years now, so I'm better, but thanks. I'm glad you're doing better about that. I get how shitty that is, believe me. Like the other day on my Facebook feed, I don't know if any of y'all still frequent Facebook. It's not exactly a frequent haunt of mine, but occasionally, you know, I might pop in and see what's going on. But, let me get this chicken before these motherfuckers. This was the rush I was actually waiting for. I prematurely used that cross. Come on, boys. Let's crowd around. Fuck it, I'm gonna grab this. Yeah, the property taxes. I found out about like this. Found out about this like a few hours ago, so I gotta look into if that's true or not. Oh, not paying. Wait, hold on. So you're saying that your parents haven't been paying property taxes? I think you had a typo in your first message. I think having should have been haven't, if that's the situation. Okay. Not paying property taxes would be very, very bad. Yes, that's not good. That's definitely not good. Figure out what's going on there and try to help him as best you can. Yeah, I need to let him win a while for catharsis. That could be really bad. Yes, that could be a very, very bad thing. Let's make sure that that's not the situation, man. Especially if it's like, I hope that's not the... You said that your parents paid for the house that you have or whatever. They bought it or something. I hope that's not the house they're not paying property taxes on. Let me head back up north. Oh yeah, no, they have either not been paying them or haven't been paying in full. Like supposedly they owe $2,000, which I have. I'm not a rocket scientist, but I think I can do this math. The house we live in is the one they aren't paying property tax on. Yeah, you need to take care of that then, man. Ideally before next year's tax season kicks off. I saw you walk in. It's not accusatory, Gulby. You just freaked me out a little bit. They tell me not to worry about... Yes, blood whip. They tell me not to worry about that and to save my money. Here's the thing. I've been saving my money specifically to be able to help pay taxes, so let me. That's not a don't worry about it situation. Like, not paying your taxes, your property taxes on a house that you're living in, that is like the least don't worry about it situation. hell yeah. Ah, really? No evolved weapons? You son of a bitch. You should have given me that Bible at least. Let's see. What can I do here? What do I have? I have the tiramisu. I've got the exploding Bibles. I have one of those weapons. Guess that's the one. How many more Bibles do I need? I thought I was close to maxing that bitch out. Damn, 2 more? Where's that damn orb at? There we go. There we go. I don't see the orb. It should be over here somewhere, huh? Where's that damn chicken at? It's in my way. Man, where is this orb at? It's on the map. I see it. It's being obscured by a chicken. I don't know where that chicken's at. Oh, there's the chicken. There it is. Damn. Come on, you sons of bitches. You want to gang up on me? I guess I'll do chicken. I have enough money for now. I'm just trying to get another chest. Maybe I don't need another one. I think I still have my knife to eat. No, I don't. I can't evolve my knife. I didn't get the bracer. I guess maybe I evolved everything. Yeah, I guess I evolved everything. Here come them big boys. They aren't even hurting me, but even if they were, I'm leveling up so routinely that, like, that level up chicken would keep me in good graces. Alright. Oh, I think I'm gonna call it for this game at least. Because there are some trailers I want to watch before I bounce for the night, so I'm gonna watch those now. The Bible is a great weapon? Yes, the Bible is a great weapon. I'm glad that you're finally seeing the light and becoming an evangelical much like myself. You should always keep a Bible in your nightstand, by your bed. Good gameplay and good job. Thank you. I appreciate that. I'm slowly working my way through that game. I want to get back to Alan Wake at some point. There are too many games, and I've dedicated myself towards at least accomplishing something a little bit more in this. So I'll be playing this for a little while longer, but I want to get back to playing some roles. I want to play some roles. Speaking of playing roles, when I was when the video game awards were going on, I was actually at my office Christmas party. So I didn't get to see a lot of the stuff that was announced or trailers or whatnot. I don't know if this was announced or had a trailer at the show, but I saw this posted. Taco was actually talking to me about it, and I saw this, and I was like, you know what? I want to actually watch this trailer. I have a love-hate relationship with No Man's Sky. I liked it for the most part. Ironically, the part about No Man's Sky that I didn't like was the one part about Starfield that I did like, that I wished. The reason why Starfield got so much shit right up front is because it wasn't the No Man's Sky game that everybody wanted No Man's Sky to be. You know, it had, like, they're like two parts of the same coin. Like, No Man's Sky has all of, like, the exploration, jumping into the ship and flying around and being able to build complicated bases and shit like that, and going from planet to planet and all of that. Starfield has, like, the narrative. It has, like, the skill tree and all the different weapons and the combat, the awesome combat system, and you know, cinematic storytelling and all of that. And people just wanted those two worlds to be merged into one. They wanted the exploration with the narrative, and I'm one of those people. I wanted No Man's Sky with a story and a skill tree and weapons, and cool weapons and stuff like that. I have no idea what this game is going to be like. Hopefully, it's a fantasy version of the marriage of those two sides, but given that they're calling it a simulator, I doubt that it'll have that narrative that I really want, especially in a fantasy game. Hello Games is working on something completely new after spending years updating No Man's Sky. It's called Light No Fire, and, and is promising a massive fantasy world players can explore together. Director Sean Murray is already promising mountains bigger than Everest. Okay. Unlike its cosmic space exploration sim, Light No Fire is a survival role-playing game. Oh, so it's a survival game, where players can adventure across an entire planet in search of, well, we don't know exactly. You appear to play as an anthropomorphic creature of sorts, in a sort of Redwall meets Lord of the Rings Fellowship-style journey across vast wilderness. Here's our first look, okay? Let's see what this looks like. Oh wait, what is your link, Toaster? Oops. Oh. I haven't seen this show in ages.
The guy in here, man. And the guy in here. The Bible.
The Bibble.
This is the Bibble.
You question the words of the mighty Jimmy?
No, I would never.
You better kneel down and pray to Jimmy with me right frickin' now.
I haven't seen that show in so long. The Bibble. I want to get a Bibble. All right, anyway. It came back? They brought it back? The new season has an animation budget this time. That almost ruins the vibe, though. I feel like that kind of ruins the joke. I don't know how I feel about that part. You know, some things should just kind of exist in their time. You know, C-Lab 2021. Is that what it was called? Was it 2021? It's kind of funny to think about it now, because when that came out, 2021 was still the future. Yeah, C-Lab 2021 or Aqua Teen or the what was it, the Brack Show or something, whatever that was, like all those early Adult Swim shows, like those are time capsules. They are a stamp on the psyche of your college era, not even frat. It was sub frat. It was just college stoner humor, like late 90s, early 2000s college stoner humor. Oh, I just remembered about oh, I'm getting sidetracked. My ADHD brain. This is becoming ADHD stream now. I wonder if this is on YouTube. What was it called? Was it Dave and Steve? Yeah, it was Dave and Steve. Dave and Steve's Video Game Explosion. Oh, they've got the episodes up here. Are you kidding me? Okay, we might watch. Okay, let me watch this first. We might watch a little bit of that later. That's a whole other can of worms. Every time Adult Swim needs money bad, they bring back Aqua Teen Hunger Force. Until Adult Swim and the entirety of Warner Bros. Is dead and buried, Aqua Teen Hunger Force will never truly be dead. Fair enough. Fair enough. I didn't realize it was such a reliable cash cow for them. A multiplayer Earth. A procedural Earth. A fantasy Earth. An unexplored Earth. Is it Earth? All footage in-game multiplayer. So it's an MMO. Or is it more like what was that game? V Rising? Okay, so you can build up your little cottages. Why are they playing, like, this music fits better with No Man's Sky. Like, I don't know why they're playing this for like a riding on a dragon fantasy game. Oh, the beacons were lit. So what, you're a little... Is that a kobold? Can you play as a kobold? That kind of looked cool. Oh, it's a bunny guy. I mean, this looks kind of neat. I don't generally go for survival games. I kind of prefer games that have a little bit more narrative and direction rather than sandbox, fuck around and do whatever you want, but it looks kind of neat. Huh. Yeah, that doesn't look bad. I'm colored me interested. Sean Murray is infamous for overpromising and under-delivering at launch. Yes, that's true. With the additional release of No Man's Sky, underwhelming many players, including by its unexpected lack of multiplayer. But years of free updates have since expanded the sci-fi survival game far beyond what any of its fans initially dreamed of. From mech armor to corrupted planets and more. Okay, well, I haven't explored No Man's Sky that much since. We don't know when Light No Fire will arrive and on what platform. Well, I'm pretty certain it's PC at least. Certainly sounds every bit as ambitious as what Hello Games was teasing players with back with No Man's Sky's development, trading one highly detailed planet for an entire galaxy's worth and adding a wrinkle of MMO-style multiplayer right up from the start. So it sounds like, yeah, I don't know how I feel about... I'm not a big MMO person, so to me, that's not like a super big draw. What else was there? Exodus. Actor Matthew McConaughey, took to the stage to show off sci-fi game Exodus from Archetype Entertainment. It's a battle between human and hostile alien force, and relativistic time travel will play a role in the narrative. Oh, boy. That sounds like Tenet. Is McConaughey in the game?
Max, we need to head back.
Hold on, I'm getting a reading.
Max!
Wait!
Max!
What she found that day was a miracle. It would be our salvation to fight against the Celestials, humanity's greatest enemy.
This looks oddly generic.
This is it.
This looks oddly generic to me.
Tom, stay down.
The Celestials hunted us down. I knew they'd keep chasing us until they ripped our ship apart, and I had to save her. I led them away from this world, away from her. We both knew the cost of using the gates.
Man, there's just so much.
Light speed, time slows to a crawl.
This is the kind of sci-fi where they just drop names and terms and shit.
An entire lifetime.
It's like, it is like Flash Gordon.
And in the chaos of those final
Or like
moments,
Chronicles of
we never
Riddick.
said goodbye.
No, come with me.
Wait, he's in a fucking cloak now?
Tom. I love you.
They look like brother and sister.
Our service. Our sacrifice.
What is going on with this fucking game, dude? Is it an AI make this?
Seeds hope. Breaks empires.
I feel like I'm watching a game that AI made. What? What is that needle drop? Supermassive black hole? Why are they playing this? Alright, I can't watch the rest of this trailer, I guess, without being fucking without being fucking murked on
Guy in here, man.
Oh, what? Why'd that open? Oh boy. Okay, well that was Exodus. I don't know how I feel about that. God of War Ragnarok Valhalla. What is this? Hope you're in the mood for more Kratos because the new expansion. Oh, it's an expansion. I never played the first God of War on PS5, so I'm gonna pass on that. Don't really care. Big Walk. The makers of Untitled Goose Game have a new cooperative game on the way titled Big Walk. Looks to feature a large world, adorable characters, and tons of fun activities and puzzles to engage with. I liked Untitled Goose Game. A video game for you and your friends. Okay, that's generally how that works.
Oh, there they are.
Where? Oh, I see them.
Let's go.
Wait, so it's just like a hiking simulator? The fuck is happening? Toaster, if you're high right now, I apologize for this. Okay. Big walk. Well, there you go. It looks like a big walk. Persona 3 Reload. Don't really care about that series anymore. Windblown. I did catch this trailer. I did catch this trailer on my way home. I'm not sure what you do in that game. I mean, you go on a big walk. It's right there in the title. It's it looks like a hiking simulator. The creators of Dead Cells. Okay, so they're kind of going for the Invincible style of cartoony ultra violence. I feel like Invincible reminded people that, like, child-looking cartoons can be incredibly gory. I don't know why people forgot. Maybe just nobody watched anime. Even anime, to a certain extent, isn't as gory as it used to be. None that I've seen recently, at least. Maybe there's some out there that still gets pretty wild, but I remember how the gore of Fist of the North Star or Ninja Scroll. I remember how people responded to that, how Americans responded to that. Even Dragon Ball Z, the unedited Dragon Ball Z was pretty fucking gory. Alright, that looked kind of interesting. World of Goo 2. There was a first one? Yes, it's really been 15 years since the indie hit World of Goo had us building precarious bridges out of snot. About time for a sequel? Okay, well, I've never heard of this game.
What a beautiful world. Too bad they never made another one.
It's like Invader Zim style art. World of Goo was good, but hard physics puzzler. Okay, I've never heard of the game. It definitely looks like a puzzle game. It looks like the kind of those iPhone games that are obvious cons. Like, the king is trying to get to his gold, but he just doesn't know how to, you know, cool the lava pit. And it's like, oh, if you just trace the line this way, the lava will cool and the king can get his gold. But, like, the iOS game that's advertising is never like that. I don't understand why Apple allows those games to exist. Like, they have quality control over their iOS store. Like, all those games that gets advertised on Twitter, too. Like, at least those games have community notes under them now. So, like, some shitty game will have a community note that's like, this game isn't really like this. World of Goo 2. Interesting. Could be cool. I've never played the first one.
That is satisfying to watch. Almost as satisfying.
Brothers, A Tale of Two I'm sorry, but I love that name. Brothers, A Tale of Two Sons. Yes, I mean, I guess that's technically what would have to happen in order for there to be brothers. There would need to be at least two sons. I guess it could be more than two sons. It could have been brothers, A Tale of Seven Sons, but they got the bare minimum to get the brother badge working there. Brothers, A Tale of Two Sons. What is this about?
Originally created by director Joseph Ferris.
Too obvious? Too redundant? You already have the title of brothers. We can get that they are someone's two sons. There are bonds that can never be broken. Okay, Ghost Mom. This kind of has a How to Train Your Dragon kind of look to it a little bit. The character designs. Oh, is this like a It Takes Two sort of thing? It Takes Two meets How to Train Your Dragon? I mean, that dude literally looked like the guy from How to Train Your Dragon. Remake? What? So this was already a game that they released?
Incredible, and how perfect that right after the...
Okay, well, cool. It doesn't look bad. It looks like How to Train Your Dragon. Senua's Saga, Hellblade 2.
I've dreamt of this. This place of fear and fury. Do you hear it? The heartbeat of the lost ones. I can feel them on my skin. Each death, inked in blood. I won't stop fighting for them.
Okay.
Until the very last beat fades away.
So it looks like a game where the combat is less mob-based and seems to be more focused on cinematic one-on-one battles or 1v2 battles. I guess
Shadow will always hang over me.
it looks cool. It's like the opposite of like Spider-Man or the Batman Arkham Asylum games. That guy's face looked weird. It had a lot of this has like a weird Uncanny Valley kind of quality to it. But it looks good. I mean, it's not in a bad way. I know Uncanny Valley is usually used to describe something bad. in this instance, it's obvious that it's, you know, CG, but it looks really good. Like, the faces look pretty human.
What will I become?
What was Hellblade 1? There are just too many games. There are too many games. I don't know any of these fucking sequels. That looks pretty cool, though. Oh, I'm being hit with a hydrate. Well, cheers to that. I've got my big thing of water right here. Hellblade was about a woman from some Viking clan going through severe mental breakdowns with demons being around. Doesn't seem like much has changed in that respect. That whole trailer was about her having a severe mental breakdown with, I guess, maybe demons or just some really angry dudes being around. Really angry fire-spitting dudes. So I guess it's appropriate that it's Hellblade 2. Kamuri. Alright, what's Kamuri? Stretch. I'll hit that stretch too. Oh, it turned into a yawn. Stretch turned into a yawn. The cavalier manner with which these characters jump off of like 40-foot buildings. Like, what are their bones made of? This art style is pretty cool, though. I like it. Is this like an Overwatch style game? What is this? Okay, well, they didn't really show you anything there. So, I don't know what that game was supposed to be. Cool art style, though. No rest for the wicked.
Like this project.
My sister fair, she sings like morning. My sister true.
Do you think more people would pay attention to the Oscars if they showed new movie trailers at the volume that the Video Game Awards shows video game trailers? This art style is weird. This there's something about it that has a bit of like an iPhone game vibe. I don't know what it is. Art style, a coloring style. I don't know what it is. Creators of Ori. This looks cool.
And our prayers came back like a voice in the dark, unanswered, but not quite the same.
No rest for the wicked. Okay, looks cool. I appreciate that.
That's no.
I did see this too, and oddly enough, I am kind of interested. I just want Sega. They're so close. They're so close to like taking their forgotten Sega Saturn library and making like either sequels or updated versions of them. That's all I want. I don't give a fuck about Sonic anymore. You know, all the Sega Genesis stuff, whatever. I've played those Genesis games a million times. I'm just waiting for them to revisit their Sega Saturn catalog. And it feels like they're getting so much closer to that.
Did you save the game?
Really? Of course I did.
Like, you know, you had other years other than just the Genesis. You've bled the Genesis drive. One such year, Dreamcast, Jet Set Radio. I'm okay with that. I'm cool with that. Granted, it doesn't look any different than the last Jet Set Radio game they released, but hey, Shinobi looks cool. Streets of Rage looks cool. Like, this is cool looking stuff. What is this, Golden Axe? I don't know about Golden Axe, but Crazy Taxi, always fun. They tried to do a Golden Axe for PS3, I think. They did an updated Golden Axe for PS3, and it was shit. It was shit and got panned. But well, they brought back the classic Sega screen too. But yeah, they did Golden Axe and it sucked, and there's every possibility that those other ones will suck too. But it looks cool. Shinobi looks cool. Streets of Rage looks cool. I mean, they did a Streets of Rage update, didn't they? I could have sworn that they did like a recent one. I'm so behind on games. I think it may have been overshadowed by Turtles in Time. Or not Turtles in Time, but Manhattan Massacre, Mutant Massacre, whatever that latest TMNT game was. What Sega's doing reminded me of when Sega announced they wanted to make some more movies based on their properties, which gave me a theory. What? A Garm theory? I'm big into Streets of Rage and Golden Axe sequels. I am too, if they're cool. That last Golden Axe game on PS3 was not. Sega wants to make more movies because of how much money goodness, Sonic made, but there's an issue. Other than fucking Sonic and Yakuza, nobody knows shit about any of their original properties. That's something they need to fix now if they want to get more movies out, so they need this bundle to make more to make monies. That's a good theory. That's a good theory, and it might be accurate too. I mean, they've fucked themselves over. Like the value of any of these brands all rest in their IP. And that's not to say that Sega doesn't have good IP anymore or whatever, but they haven't done anything with it. Their IP has been lying dormant while they've been putting a lot of money into like titles that nobody really generally cares all that much about. Like, sorry, Total War is a cool series and all, but you know, there's so much more that they could do with a lot of the IP that they have on hold, you know, on board, rather than, you know, trying to make another Aliens game or anything like that. They could be worth so much more money if they actually did truly, instead of just seeing their IP as like, you know, oh, this is the quick buck button. We just need a quick buck, so let's press this quick buck button. And they press the quick buck button, and then another Genesis compilation package comes out. Or, oh, it's Sonic remastered again. Or, oh, it's another Comic Zone, or whatever bullshit they keep spitting out. And honestly, this Power Surge thing or whatever, it's only a slight step up from that. Like, it still feels like they're hitting the quick buck button. Like, maybe their last batch of original releases didn't sell quite so well. So it's like, back to the Genesis well. But it looks like they're actually putting, you know, more effort into modernizing these series at least. So I can give them credit for that much. But I want to see more. Don't just give us Crazy Taxi and Jet Set Radio, and that's great. That's fine. We need a new Shining Force, guys. We need a new actual RPG Phantasy Star. Like, you know, where's a new version of Vector Man at? You know, give us a new I mean, there's so many other cool things that they could be doing. I was gonna say Warsong, but Warsong is actually Langrisser, and somebody else owns Langrisser, which is a shame. But I think they do have Panzer Herzog, I believe, or Herzog Zwei. What is it? Panzer Herzog? Or was it Herzog Zwei? Or Panzer Zwei? That name is all... Herzog Zwei is what it is. Yeah. It's a RTS. It was an RTS game on the Genesis. It was actually really well done. Where did I get Panzer? Where did I get Panzer Herzog from? The player directly pilots flying, transforming mechs similar to a veritable fighter depicted in Macross. Like, that's all you need to tell me. I'm sold. I'm already sold. Like, bring back Herzog Zwei. The producers of Dune 2 acknowledge Herzog Zwei as an influence, as do the producers of Warcraft. As do the producers of Warcraft, Command and Conquer, StarCraft, War of the Ring, and Brutal Legend. Like, Herzog Zwei influenced like the most classic of classic RTS games imaginable. And Sega is just sitting on this shit. They're sitting on it. You know, they're doing nothing. I guess it was re-released on the Switch in the final entry of the Sega Ages line. Okay, well, I guess they're not totally doing nothing, but they aren't fucking making a new version. You bitches, you're gonna make another Total War, but not an update to Herzog Zwei? God damn. Personally, I think Jet Set Radio movie that looks like Dead Leaves would be awesome. New Burning Rangers, that's what we need. Yeah, fucking Burning Rangers would be awesome. I thought they were gonna go down that path when they did Panzer Dragoon Orta. Was Orta the last one they did? I thought we were gonna go down that path, but then like it just ended with Orta, so not so much. But yeah, man, like Burning Rangers would be fucking awesome. I never had a chance to play that game. Like, by the time that game came out in America, like, the Saturn was already, you know, dead. So they only released, like, maybe 1,000 copies in the country, of which I could have bought it. I was at GameStop, or I guess Babbage's. I was at Babbage's at the time, before they turned into GameStop. And it was a choice I had to make for my birthday, because my mom was getting me a gift for my I think my 17th birthday at that time. I could only have one, though, and I had them in my hand. I had Burning Rangers in one hand and Shining Force 3 in the other. And I was like, I don't know which one I want. And I decided on Shining Force 3. And I still have that copy of Shining Force 3 to this day, and I played the ever-living fuck out of it, and I do not regret my decision. But that was probably the only chance I'll ever get at playing Burning Rangers on the Sega Saturn. So I would love for them to, you know, this is a game they can re-release. Stop re-releasing games that you've released like 200 times before already. Re-release this one. No one fucking knows this game. No one's played it. And maybe that's a part of their trepidation. Like, yeah, why would we re-release a game that no one knows or plays? So that's because it's IP you own. You know, it's a new thing. It could springboard. It's like developing a new IP that's already been developed. You know, you don't have to put the money into like building a new IP from scratch. You know, you could just update this and put it out there, and for a fraction of the cost, you might have a new IP hit on your hands. Burning Rangers should have been an anime, and we were fucking robbed that it isn't. Yeah, I mean, you talking about movies, they could make this an animated movie too. Oh, it's got that classic style animation. That's right, 1998. I will say, I have heard the soundtrack to this game, and the soundtrack to this game is interesting, to say the least. It's like weird dinner jazz. Or I guess maybe city pop. It's like city pop dinner jazz kind of vibe. Like, the whole idea behind Burning Rangers is they were firefighters. They were firefighters in space, which is an awesome concept. Yeah, firefighters in space. Awesome concept. I don't know if they tried to remake this game. I mean, I guess a remake is different, but if they tried to, like, make a new version, I'm not entirely for sure Sega wouldn't fuck it up, to be honest with you. The good kind of anime, back when women were allowed to look like grown women and not children. Yeah, exactly, honestly. I have my theories about that, but I won't share that here. Now, I'm not saying that anime from the 80s and 90s was objectively better than anime today, but anime from the 80s and 90s is objectively better than anime today. We don't get enough action shows about superheroes whose job is to save people rather than curb stomping poor people. Yeah, exactly. Like, rather than, you know, focusing on ruthlessly massacring everything that moves in front of you, you know, this game was like, you're saving lives. It's a space station that's on fire, and as a space firefighter, you have to find people, save them, and put out the fires. And it was cool. The platforming, from what I've seen, looked pretty interesting. There was a real good firefighting game on the SNES. Do you remember what it was called? You got me, Toaster. You've got me mad now. I'm angry that I still. My Sega Saturn's right there. I'm looking at it. Well, I wonder what game is in it. What was the last game? It's probably Dragon Force. Honestly. Oh, it's not Dragon Force. It is. And here's another one. They actually did do an update to this one, which I was surprised by. So I guess I can't give them too much shit. But Guardian Heroes in this game is fucking awesome. I was very surprised that they actually did an update to this game. One time, me and some friends were discussing ideas for stories, and one I had was a superhero who's a park ranger whose superpower was that he could light his thumb like a lighter and taught kids camp safety. Their issue was that there wasn't any action of combat in this pitch, but that was the point. Yeah, you know what a good anime is for something like that? Like, it's an old one called Master Keaton. And I grew to love that series, but I understand that for most people who like shonen and shit, it's kind of a tough watch because there's some action here and there, but when it happens, it's not like drawn out scenes. It's usually just like, here's a conflict, boom, and then it's settled, you know, the way that it would be in real life. But like, it has so much heart, and like the storytelling is focused so much more on like character development that, you know, and the characters are likable. That you know. And I'm not saying that, you know, there aren't still shows like that. There are, of course, but we live in a time where everything needs to be marketable to like the maximum degree. And, you know, if ever there was a product that was emblematic of the era that we live in, where everything needs to be marketable to a maximum degree, and there are two things that are the most marketable, and that's either sex or violence, like it is the runaway popularity of John Wick. I think if John Wick had come out in the 90s, in the early 90s or late 80s, probably wouldn't have made much of a wave. But for whatever reason, like, we're just in that mindset right now. We're in that vibe where ultra violence and gratuitous amounts of it is what we want more than anything. So I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. It's weird. Just Googled Master Keaton. This looks like something I'd be in love with instantly. Give it a shot. I think the episodes are on YouTube. Maybe. I don't watch the English sub. Oh, I mean, the dub. Yeah. Here, yeah, the playlist is right up here. It's got that great Irish intro. This is such a good show. This is very underrated. Very underrated show. I'll hit you with that intro, but yeah, this was a great show. I liked watching. I need to rewatch it actually. I'll probably do that. I just finished, I guess maybe not just, but in February I finished watching. He did this. The guy who created this also did Monster, and Monster is another absolutely fantastic fucking series. I finished Monster a long time ago, but I did a rewatch of it in February and finished that. I should do a rewatch of this. Oh, fuck yes, this is my jam. I'm already sold. Master Keaton, according to what I'm looking up, was one of the best-selling manga of all time. Yes, it was, which is kind of shocking, honestly, considering that, again, it isn't like a gore fest or anything like that, but, you know, it's just a good story, a good, well-written story, good, well-crafted story. Give it a shot. Yeah, I will, I'll message this link to you so you can have access to this playlist. Definitely watch it though. I'm heading out though. I'm gonna bolt. Thank you everyone for joining me as usual. I always appreciate everyone's support. Let me see. I want to play Burning Rangers now. God damn it. There, I just messaged it to you on Twitter. So, good stream, good job. Thanks very much. I appreciate it. Have a good night, all. Yeah, both of you. Everybody else who's stuck around. Thank you, as always. I appreciate your support. I hope you... Oh, my camera's fucking up. Because I was banging on my desk. I gotta get a new camera. Accidentally broke the stand on this one, but... I hope you guys have a good rest of your Saturday. I will be back streaming on Tuesday, so I will see you guys then. Take it easy.